Right, so we right, where are these sheets? Yeah. I can do that. Well, that's a big one. I'll tell my mum never to call me at work. Hello, Mum? Yeah. Hello? Is this about my digital emission? I'd rather talk to you another moment. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Digital emission. Very well. Right. Hello.
Yes.
Thank you.
Keep that one.
No, thank you. I've got one. Right, is everybody here? Brilliant. So who's not been here before? Most of you have actually been here before, haven't you?
I never did. This is the first time for us.
Okay, right, welcome, good morning and everybody, thank you for coming miles and miles away. Welcome to Captain Fawcett's HQ and arguably the world's largest barbershop museum. We still make all our beard and moustache products actually on our premises, but behind all this is actually a practical working space. But for me it's very important. It's about the actual motivation, I suppose, behind the business is being immersed. In my ex-film industry, it's being immersed in the space. So, you guys want to come through? But I'm truly, honoured that you've come from absolutely everywhere. We've got people come from Spain. The guy from the Netherlands is still on his way here. We've got people from Belgium, Estonia, Germany, Edinburgh, London, Telford. Well done, I mean, it's a long journey you guys have made this morning, thank you. And King's Lynn. Well, in fact, the King's Lynn guy, I couldn't make it. I'm really honoured that you should take time out of your really hectic schedule to actually be here today. Housekeeping, well, the loos are both here, right, and the fire exit is here, and actually out of the back if necessary. Water, if anybody needs water, there are a couple of water things like in the offices there, help yourself fill up your jugs and things. And then upstairs we've got our various lunch and stuff. Social media. If you've got the opportunity to grab any social media, please tag in Captain Fawcett and tie in Sid Satang as well. Bit of an itinerary today is that, because you're being translated, aren't you? Because this is Jan. He's a member of Barbers' Right. He's a great, great friend of mine, and he's from Spain. He doesn't speak any English. He speaks a little bit of French, which I think your wife's French. So we always have extremely interesting conversations, don't we? Yeah. He's now got these new spectacles, which I believe are translating me live. Yeah. I'm not sure it does, but anyway, there we are. I didn't say that. All right, anyway, cool. So the itinerary today is really quite straightforward. We've got quite a lot to do, and not a lot of time in which to do it. But actually, if I can find my other piece of paper, this one here. Right, so we're going to basically do the meet and greet now, and then we've got an introduction with myself. And then we've got Sid's coming out and he's going to be doing a first haircut demonstration. We'll then have some refreshment break. We've got Dan upstairs in the boardroom, B-O-R-E-D, the boardroom. So if you nip up there and then you can be able to get your photographs taken, which we will then use for, I mean we've done some before that look really rather brilliant. Then at midday, Jana, who's in charge of Captain Fawcett's international sales, will give you a little bit of a chat about the latest products that we're doing. We're rolling out a new, which I'll wait for Joanne to say that. Basically our Expedition Reserve range, and something else which is a really nice surprise, something else which Joanna will be going into. That's a midday. Then we'll basically have lunch. Lunch will be upstairs for those people who have made dietary requirements. There's one, we're not having any fish because there's one lady who wanted to bring 6 people who had quite strict requirements and we couldn't have any fish in the building and stuff. And unfortunately she's not shown up, which means my salmon and cream cheese has gone out the window, which is great. So then when that lunch period we'll have an hour, and then there's the opportunity then to maybe grab your photograph if you basically haven't. And then we'll come back. If anybody wants to wander around the museum, I can give you a few little bits and that. The oldest razor we have here actually dates back to 1650, which is really quite incredible. Then this afternoon, as you can see, we've got a wet shave demonstration, and then we'll be talking about new social media initiatives and education announcements. Who's doing that? Oh, that must be Brian.
Yes.
Oh, hi Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hello. He's over there.
Okay. And then we're doing a beard trim demo and then so forth and so on. And then we'll do a group photograph. One thing that we do need to do, we're rolling out the education program, which is going to be headed up by Sid. Now Sid's moving back to the States, and in fact we only managed to intercept him on the way there today. So we're going to set up with 2, basically headed up by Reese. We'll go through all this, UK education, and we've got education in various other countries going forward with that. So what we want to do at lunchtime is just maybe move some of these chairs, and the people who are the educators will try and get a group shot against the bar. So if you're not really sure who you are at the moment, we'll be able to update you on that. Okay. I suppose, who knows, I suppose we really know the most about Captain Fawcett, because most of you have actually been here before. But I suppose that Captain Fawcett is proud to have supplied for the last 4 years the official wet product supplier to the Fellowship of British Hairdressing's Project Men and Media. And the various things that we've done, my motorcycle tour, which is in 2023, I rode 27 countries, which is 10 weeks, rode a distance of 12,500 miles. And I reproduced that this year, although I ended up in a bit of a motorcycle accident. I ended up with two tours, and I rode 12,000 miles through the States, and which is basically 4 days before the end. Actually ended up in hospital. The bike was destroyed, luckily, basically. I'm not. Okay, what else? With the education tour with Sid, basically I rolled that out on the back of that motorcycle thing. So there's lots of interest in Captain Fawcett. So on the back of that, Sid and I rolled it out. We've been to Prague, Belgrade, Bucharest, Oslo, Sofia. We even go back to Bulgaria on Friday of this week, because that literally is the last bazaar. We're looking forward to taking the Captain Fawcett education to the US. I think we start in April, and that's based on contacts that we made via this motorcycle trip. Just to thank my mother. Now, what I do really need to do is to thank Bryony and Sarah, who helped set everything up. So really huge thanks to those guys. Well done. I suppose really quite simply to say that, thanks to people like you, Captain Fawcett has become, a really multi-award winning, world-renowned brand that, as I said earlier, still manufactures all our beard and moustache products in-house. It's really quite unbelievable. We now sell into 48 countries. I should say that this success is really as a result, of working with barbers like yourselves who are really at the cutting edge of your industry or art form, I suppose we could say. Many of you will be fully aware of how Captain Fawcett came about, but here's a little bit of a refresher. From humble beginnings in my kitchen 15 years ago, I was making moustache wax in a baked bean tin. I was in the movie industry at that point. I was a microphone guy, trying to keep the microphone out of shot to varying degrees of success. But my wife was a hair and makeup artist, specialised in hair on the period, costume dramas. In fact, that's her BAFTA there for Gordon Glass. And over here, she's actually got her Emmy. She got her Emmy for doing the hair, on designing the hair even on Downton Abbey. So we have that. So basically, she took some of my moustache wax to work, and it ended up pretty well on every movie set. And that was the beginning. It was about 15 years ago. This is like when Beards, which is there, just about to really happen. And then Ian up there, who couldn't be with us today, helped me with some design. His wife was an aromatherapist, and said, you know what, I think this beard thing's about to go. So we did a beard oil, and we were really right at the beginning of that. Then we started working with people like Ricky Hall, who really gave us the kind of lift off into that. You know, I'm not a barber, as I said, but for me, being in the movie industry, it's all about being on brand. It's very much the same as an actor, you know, being in character. If you are authentic about what you do, and whatever you do in life, if you're authentic, then you can't really go wrong, because it just shines through. You're not just thinking, you know, it actually just comes from here. What we do at Captain Fawcett really comes from our heart. I think that's pretty well. I think the museum is important because A, means we can do all our social media stuff here. It gives us a backdrop to what we do. I mean, I wrote a book that ended up in 10 languages. We went from beard products, then I was a bit worried that, you know, the beard thing might suddenly go, that bubble might go. And so I did shaving stuff. Well, I had my face. And then from shaving stuff, we went into skincare, to our perfumes. Our perfumes have won major awards. You know, Pure Beauty, Global Awards, Silver for Nebula and so forth. And it even culminated this year, everyone's familiar with Cosmoprof. Cosmoprof is the largest cosmetic fair in the world. It makes the NEC look really small. And the biggest and original is in Bologna. Of course, there's spin-offs in Hong Kong, Mumbai, Miami, Las Vegas, whatever. But the biggest and the best is Bologna. And then last year, there were 750 male grooming products were submitted for an award. And we came third out of 750 products. We were in the top 3 with our hair. That was 2024. This year, 2025, there was 800 male grooming products. Our beard butter came first. I mean, this is just really quite incredible. And it's still made behind that door there. So we're a small company. We are really a small company, but we back way above the average. We can't compete with some of these bigger companies, but you know what? We've got on the quality of the products, we certainly can, but in where we don't wish to compete with them. There's no point. As I said, we're a proud supplier of Project Men for the last 4 years, and here we are. So, enough. I think it's really important that we get this day underway, but we seem to be missing somebody. Has anyone seen Sid? Sid! Anyone seen Sid? Oh, that's not Sid. Well, we've been able to intercept this package on the way to the state. Good. Mr. Sid Sutton, thank you very much indeed. I have to say that whole idea was inspired by our dear friend Mr. Joff and the Monica. Thank you very much.
Proper entrance.
Excellent, brilliant. Sid,
Brilliant.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. It was a
How
long
long
time.
have you been doing it?
I was there about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So really, Sid doesn't really need any great introduction. He's world famed as a absolute master barber. He's been Captain Fawcett's head of education for the last couple of years. He's moving back to the States. He's going to continue that role into a global man. Sid,
Thank you very much, sir.
do you want us?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everybody.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming here. So it was my idea to kind of put this little shindig together as my way of saying thank you to the UK and Europe for over 2 decades of myself, delivering education, and also 10 years being with the Captain Fawcett crew. And I'm just so grateful to see all, my friends in the industry here. So thank you, all of you. I mean, I feel loved, So I'm very happy to be here and really looking forward to my next venture in the United States, where I'm going to continue really pushing the education, and also hopefully, fingers crossed, I might be one of the new distributors of the Captain Fawcett products in the United States, especially in the southern state region where I'll be moving to. I'll be moving to South Carolina, where I was just there for Christmas with my family, and it was a nice about 80 degrees on Christmas Day, so it was beautiful. I even saw an alligator. So today we got a really, really exciting day. Today I'm going to be doing 3 live demonstrations, from a haircut to also going to be doing beard design and also wet shaving as well. And then plus I'm going to be talking to you about the products, if you guys have any questions or anything. I do speak a little Spanish. Hola! That's about it, dude. That's about it. German? Brussels? Oui, French? That's about it. I can barely speak English. But we're going to have, like I said, a very exciting day. So, but one of the big things for me is to really kind of show you guys about on how much Captain Fawcett means to me. Honestly, it means the world to me. I mean, as soon as you step into this place is awesome, isn't it? All right, you gotta love it, right? It's great with social media content. It's got everything, and the way it's been designed, it looks like different film sets. And of course, if you guys know about Richie's background in the movies, it kind of makes you understand why it's designed like this. But of course, we have all the products, and we're going to be talking about new product launches later this year, right? Yep. And that's going to be the lovely Joanna. And also, we have some new exciting things happening. This is just the perfect time to be a part of the Captain Fawcett crew, and I'm just so excited about the future. Honestly. So yeah. So
It's going to be a very, very, very busy year.
Oh yeah. We're going to be extraordinarily busy, especially delivering education internationally, and also of course in the USA, where I'm going to be traveling a lot, around the States, and just bringing the love, the passion of the Captain Fawcett brand. Is anyone new to the Captain Fawcett brand at all? Anyone new? And has anyone ever? You're a bit new, yeah? All right. The best thing I can say about Captain Fawcett, once you experience it, you're not going to go back. It's honestly, especially with a beard like yours, dude.
I'm used to being tall.
Yeah, and no wonder it looks good, And I think that kind of reminds me when I first, many years ago, when I first, when beards had become popular, we're talking about 2008, 2000, I think it was like 2010, what happened was I was looking for a beard oil, company, and I was trying so many of them. And then, finally someone told me about Captain Fawcett, and what happened was they sent me a little bottle of it, a little sample travel size in the post. And I was busy traveling, I just got this, I was like, oh, okay, it smells all right, it smells good, probably stop. And what happened was, I had come back late at my academy, and there was a guy in there, and he looked like he had a dead poodle on his face. It was awful, like this big beard. And I was like, I felt bad for him, and I was like, oh, here, dude, take this sample of oil I have. It's like, all right. I didn't think anything about it, and then what happened was, I came back from working, I came back to my academy late at night, well not late, it was like about, I think it was around 5 o'clock, And I came into the academy and I saw this guy with this most amazing beard. And I was like, dude, oh, you gotta tell me what type of oil you used. He's like, okay, one memory, it's awful, right? You know, years and years of drug abuse and alcohol, it ruins your mind. I don't recommend it, all right? So he was like, dude, you gave me this oil. And I was like, what? He's like, that's the Captain Fawcett oil you gave me. I was like, no way. Dude. We say dude a lot in America. Dude. And I was like, that's it. As soon as I saw that, I placed my first order. And then what happened was, at that point, I was like thinking about having my own range of products, blah, blah, blah. And because me and Richie, we would see each other at the barber shows a lot. Remember I used to have a booth as well. And then I finally saw him. I was like, I just know him as like the little short guy that with the big beard that made mustache wax and beard oil. And shorter than me. And what happened was, so like we had a bit of a friendship. We kind of got to know each other. And I actually approached him. I said, listen, is there any way you can make my products for me? He goes, well, how about this? How about we do a collaboration? And I'm not gonna lie, I really thought he was like on drugs or something because like he wanted to do a collaboration with me. And I am not the world's best barber or hairdresser or educator in the world. I am not. There's so many ones better than me. Honestly, like, and he's like, I want to work with you. And I was like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was in denial. I mean, we were going through, it wasn't like a quick yes. It was, we were on the phone for like a good week or two. And he's like, dude, I want you to do these products with me. I was like, no, you don't want me. I gave him every reason in the world not to work with me. He's like, no, I want to work with you. And because of that man, honestly, like I had someone that believed in me, you know, and now it's such one like, I can't take it out, sorry. I will cry. Because you're filming this, aren't you? Yeah. Don't film me crying, all right? And because of that, we've had a beautiful relationship for the last decade. And it's actually only going to get stronger and stronger. Now we're going away to Bulgaria next week. Thursday, yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about this industry. And I know there can be quite a few negative things about the industry, you know, as we know on social media. But I can honestly say, all of you guys here, and my relationship with Richie, it's the best thing I've experienced in the last 20-something years living in the UK. And this is something I'm going to be taking away with me when I go to the United States, building up such a beautiful friendship here with you guys, you know, the British and the Europeans, Germany, Brussels, was it Spain? Yeah. Hola! That's all the Spanish I know. So, but I just want to say thank you all of you guys. Without you guys, honestly, like, you guys give me the drive and everything to make this happen. So, perfect. And so we'll start off with my first demo model. I'm not having a haircut. No? Let's go. Now, you ready, dude?
Yeah.
Are you all,
Almost done.
well, you're all set now?
Done.
Thank you so much, dude. It was a bit awkward trying to shampoo him in the shower.
You've got the two stockiest guys trying to squeeze in the smallest space.
That's why I did.
Cheers, man.
I don't know why we both had that.
All right, guys. So basically, with a lot of this, what I'm going to be doing, you'll see. I know, you know, I'm not necessarily here to how to teach how to cut hair or anything. You're going to see the way I'm going to be approaching everything and also utilizing the Captain Fawcett products within my haircuts and everything, with even the preparation. You know, for me, Captain Fawcett, you know, I do believe there's like almost like, you could say 4 to 5, almost like it's like almost the journey of it all. So we got the cleanse, so which is the cleansing of the hair or the shampooing. Then we have the conditioning, we have the preparation, we have, of course, then the finishing. Then we also have almost the fragrance as well. So this has been cleansed. What shampoo did you end up using?
One that Richie gave me off the side, but
Okay.
the Rosie Backy one, I think. The Ricky Hall one.
Oh, the Ricky Hall one. So we have the Ricky Hall shampoo, which is a bit more moisturizing, which is absolutely amazing. Then we also have the conditioner to really help almost establish and restore the pH balance of the hair. So then you'll see after that, as I get it gowned up, I even brought my glasses too, as well, so I can see what I'm doing. No, you don't understand. It was like they couldn't find my glasses. I left them upstairs, and I was like, I'm gonna need my glasses. So here we go. So what we're gonna be, just to give you guys a feeling of today, what I'm gonna be really kind of focusing on. Now, Kev Dog, or Kevin here. So the big thing is he wanted to keep his hair long, but then one of the biggest issues that he does have is that his hair will kind of get a little bit flat and everything. So, especially when it's growing out. So I will be approaching this, working with the combination of layering and also graduation, and also disconnection as well. The reason why I want to provide a little disconnection is to create a little bit more movement and freedom within the hair. So the overall feeling of the style is going to be almost like kind of like a longer pompadour in a way. So you'll see that I'm also going to be using a little prep tonic or a prepping spray for during my haircut. So today I will be using the hair and scalp tonic spray during my haircut. So that the reason why, one, it will help me keep my sections nice and clean. All right. Does anyone struggle with sectioning the hair? Does anyone struggle a little bit? No? Okay. But this, if you do struggle at all, this is a perfect product to help keep your sections nice and clean throughout the whole procedure. And then you'll see this will also give you enough support and also volume. The thing about these products is the more you use, of course, the stronger the hold, right? So if you want massive amounts of body, like I said, you'll see I'll do more of a directional nozzle, especially into the root, and you will see the way I do blow dry afterwards as well. So it's absolutely brilliant, and you'll see, you might see me use this also in beards as well. So this is absolutely one of my favorite products. So if you just give me a moment, please, and then we'll see.
If you want, I can move the stuff and you can sit there.
Thank you all of you for coming today. So I'm very, very grateful. We spent 5 hours on the plane that didn't move.
Yep.
With your 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, we feel your pain, brother.
It's gone already as I'm here.
Your daughter's gone already.
No, the pain.
Oh, the pain.
The daughter is in London, but I'm here and the pain is gone forever.
Okay, perfect. Did anyone also have a little bit of pain traveling here? And a little pain? Well, you did like, what, 24 hours on the train or something?
11 hours.
Oh, close enough. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Ice water, you like ice water?
Yeah, ice water. Okay. So I'm just going to be doing just a wee bit there. So I'm going to be working with disconnection, and so in this case, working with the shape of his head, especially with the parietal ridge. So thank you so much. Were you guys all surprised that I was coming out of the box?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was me in there, right? Hold on. Wait no. See? I took 5 years of Spanish in high school, and that's all I got. Okay, so I will be working a strong horseshoe-like section from the parietal ridge, going just a little bit wee past the crown area. Now, by doing that, okay, oh wow, life is so much better. It's good thing I remember them, right? Wow. I never wear these. This is so cool. I can see what I'm doing. I also have the glasses with the camera in them. So for filming, they're very cool.
I think Tian's been using those, but he's taken them off now.
What's that?
The grill, the glasses.
Oh, the glasses. I know, well, Kev's been around, so Kev does a little bit of modeling, and of course he was with one of our crew members up in Scotland for a big photo shoot that was in Barber Evo magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Is there anything, I know, looking at us. Where's my magnifying glass?
I think that about 4 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, how did the photo shoot go?
Yeah, really well.
Yeah.
Really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, really happy with how it came out. Models were incredible.
Yeah, it looked brilliant, and it also got in Barber Evo magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3 pages.
Yeah, it's an American one as well.
Wow, dude! That's absolutely amazing. So,
It was a good day.
I know, the photo shoot looks absolutely brilliant. Kev, did you enjoy it as well, mate?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't difficult at all. It's just fun, you know.
I know, being a handsome man with a big, beautiful
Well, yeah,
beard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Life is so tough for you, man,
Yeah.
huh?
It's fun. And it was sunny.
What's that?
And it was sunny
Yeah.
for one day.
The one day in Scotland.
Yeah.
I call this, and then we're gonna get started. Cool, I'm very excited. So we're just gonna do a wee bit of a change for Kev, just gonna spice him up a little bit, and
See.
hola. Okay, cool. So to give you the overall idea, what I'm going to be doing is, so I will be working diagonal sections on the sides. Now the key thing is, because one of the biggest feelings that he wanted to work on was that to remove a bit of weight. So with my diagonal sections, I'll be moving him around so everyone can see. What I'm going to be doing is, instead of being too maybe horizontal, I'm actually going to be increasing to go more like a vertical diagonal to decrease a little bit more of the excess weight. So I'm going to be directing the hair, going back throughout here. Then what will happen is, because of the curvature of the skull, where the head goes round, I will then going to be working with vertical sections to work with a pure layering technique. Then you'll see, then what I'm going to do is, in the back here, now because his hair has a tendency to flick out. Now, so instead of myself going down to bottom working with inside my fingers with graduation, I'm actually going to be working over my fingers to keep a little bit of weight in the overall hairline. Then you'll see me kind of refine that. So it will still kind of sit in because of the curvature of his neck here. Now, he did kind of remind me that he does, like his wife must hit him a lot with a baseball bat because it's very, very flat. Yeah. Do you have that in Spain? Baseball bat? Women hit men? Yeah. Yeah. Plano? Oh, plano. Yeah. Like me. So you can see how flat I am. So with this, what I'm going to be doing is by working with the vertical sections here and trying to build and reduce a certain amount of weight at the same time, it's just going to really kind of sit in a little bit better for him. Okay? So, hopefully, does that make sense to everyone? Any questions or anything? Yeah? You right, Noah?
Yep, I'm
We
good.
got Noah from Estonia. Wow, how was the flight?
It was tremendous.
Yeah? Oh, perfect.
You come to the UK a lot, maybe, many barber shows.
Yeah, I've been doing it since 2018. That's how we met with you.
Yeah.
And
This is the first time at HQ.
yeah, it's first time here. But I thought that I will come back in spring or summer maybe. Then we can have a walk and talk and just chillax in here too. keep that in mind.
Keep that. That's awesome. And where else do we have? We got also from Brussels. Yeah. Do you like England? Yeah. It's great, isn't it? Oh, the weather. Yeah. Like I said, where I'm moving to in America, I couldn't believe how hot it was. It was, especially on Christmas Day. And to be able to, like honestly, the weather was absolutely gorgeous. And the thing is, it's actually, people are very excited about Captain Fawcett in the United States there. So big beers are still very, very popular there. And yeah, and they also love everything British as well. Like the Americans, like they still think all the British drink with a couple finger up in the air with the teeth. I do. But they love Peaky Blinders and everything, so I think Captain Fawcett is going to do extraordinarily well. We do have Captain Fawcett in America, and that's going extraordinarily well. We just want to take it a little bit further there, so because America is so big.
When I was riding across, I mean, it took, literally months. I did the southern part first. Started in Florida and then rode as far as Salt Lake City. But when I crossed Texas, you can fit the whole of Britain into Texas 3 times over. I mean, it's just ride and ride and ride, and you're still in Texas.
I know, well, Texas is twice the size of the UK.
3 times.
Is it 3 times?
3 times.
I'm telling everyone twice. Yeah. And we also have from Germany as well. Where in Germany are you from, Jerome?
And from Mainz, it's near Frankfurt.
Oh, from Frankfurt. I was there. At the airport this week.
Everybody knows the airport.
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes from my shop.
Oh,
5
okay.
minutes. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It was a very, I don't know, I wasn't a big impressed with the airport. It was just too complicated. Yeah.
Are we getting much interaction on the live feed? Many people there?
We've got somebody saying they wish they could be here.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Captain Fawcett headquarters in King's Lynn, I mean, you walk through it, it's so inspiring. Of course, we have the world's largest barbering museum, which is, well, starting here, then it goes upstairs, which I think during the around lunch break, I think people will be able to walk around it. I think we're also going to be doing some video footage of that as well. So, which is amazing, I think, to actually have the world's largest barbering museum. I mean, how amazing is that, Richie?
Was that sorry?
To actually have the world's largest barbering museum. I mean, was that something you...
People still bring me stuff, literally. There's one over there. I mean, it is something like a full-time repair shop thing. It's just completely round. And there's people, everything is, I mean, as we know, our personal grooming products are very, very emotive. People bring this stuff, and I can't bear to throw this away. This is my grandfather's shaving set. And it comes here and it has a home. It's just, I mean, that's what really excites me about the museum. It doesn't matter if you're the richest person in the world or the poorest person in the world. At some point you've had a haircut, and at a certain age you would have had a shave. Some of the razors out there, you recognise, oh my God, I remember my granddad had that, and my father had one. And we've all done it as boys. We've all gone into the bathroom and opened the box and taken down our dad's razor. We've got nothing to shave. We cover our face in soap and kind of pretend to shave. And the whole thing about that is a rite of passage. And we've got literally throwaway big razors, that are kind of literally worthless, that will do the job. 2 razors, as I said, the oldest is 1650, but beautiful razors. We've got mother of pearl handle, tortoiseshell handle, bone handle. There's one really, really beautiful one there that somebody brought in, and it was a guy who made the razors. He was in Changi prisoner of war camp in the Second World War, and he made these razors basically to trade with the guards for extra food. And then He ended up in this hospital ship, and he gave them to a fellow guy who was in the hospital ward on board his boat when he learned he was the ship's barber. It's just a beautiful story that Bryony posted this story on social media because it had his name on it, Consul Party, American Imperial Infantry Force or whatever, Ray Tillerman. And Bryony posted this story and his great
Niece. Yeah, great niece. I think.
great granddad, he was a great granddad. Somebody said this was my great granddad. It's just it's that personal thing. So some things can be really valuable. We've got one shelf here, which is you can't buy or sell it, you know, because it's ivory. You're not allowed to sell it and have a little bit later. And to things that I said, like the disposable army thing, which is just in wood with a bit of knotted string around it. The effect of the shaving brush is exactly the same. You don't have to be ivory handled, you know, with silver gilt, you know, badger brush. The effect is the same. It's about how we perceive ourselves in life, isn't it? Some people really want to have the, you know, say a bicycle will get you from A to B, as will a Rolls Royce, and it has exactly the same purpose. So these razors, whether it is something that's been made in a prisoner of war camp or as a plastic thing from Bic, or a really super duper family heirloom, it has exactly the same result. It gives you a shave. It's just how you perceive yourself.
Okay, guys. So just to let you know, so thank you very much, Richie. And then, so we steal the ivory stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
you're not allowed to buy it or sell it now.
Well, we can steal it though, right?
You have to be a museum to have it.
Okay, so what happened, what I was doing is, so just as a recap, so I was going in very strong diagonal sections. Going strong diagonal, and then going gradually into vertical, especially behind the ear. And what was happening is, because I'm still, now what technically is going to be happening is because I'm still working with diagonal sections, visually, straightforward, you will have a slight rounded effect for the vertical shape, but when we look this way, what I'm doing is, I'm taking vertical sections, now from behind the ear, the hair is being pulled out this way, but as I go through the curvature, the roundness of the head, I'm then pulling the hair out straight back. So what I'm then creating more like a stronger square shape this way. Okay? So especially if I had a bird's eye view, it would then end up being square this way. So what will happen is he will have a tendency to have corners there. So when his wife grabs his hair and he brushes it back, it will still look even though it's longer hair, it will still look very strong masculine shape because he's got the corners there. Okay? So hence why I'm creating the corners. Now, as you see, as I'm cutting hair, like I'm also going back in and cross-checking it. And a lot of times, a little trick that I do, when I cross-check, all right, when I'm checking it, a lot of times I'm not just pulling it straight out this way. I don't know if anyone notices, what I'm doing is, when I'm doing it, I'm actually moving my fingers up. So it's almost like a little bit like scissor over combing, but I'm doing it with my fingers. So the reason why, so it does not leave a harsh line at all, like that. So it's like a little trick you can do. And you can do it pretty much at any length if you can grab the hair. So now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just take one more section in the back. So by taking a vertical section right in the middle, being pulled straight out this way, working over my fingers. Now, what the hell is the big deal working over or inside? Now, what will happen is, now in this case, because I still want to keep a certain amount of weight in the perimeter, I'm working over my fingers, okay? Now, if I had go work inside my fingers, what would end up happening is, he would actually end up being a lot more graduated and a lot more following the curvature of his neck. So what would happen is, because your elbow is down here, the weight of your elbow would pull you down, and it would actually kind of round that off more. So then it would encourage flicking out or look at very strongly graduated effect. Okay? Now, because I'm working over my fingers and cutting this everything flat like so, like that, flat, 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 what happens is he will still have a slight curvature at the bottom. It's only because of the shape of his skull, because it does, you see like mine, there's like that curve there, okay? So that's why, so that's the reason why I'm choosing to go over my fingers like so. All right, cool? Sorry, I like to get a little technical sometimes. So. Cool. All right, any questions so far? No? What up? No? I'm so sorry I don't know more Spanish, but thank you. Thank you so much for coming, dude. Yeah. Cool. All right, so I'm going to continue and I'm going to repeat everything on the opposite side. All right? Now, what will happen is, now if anyone struggles, so like this is my left side, so normally I'm a right-handed, usually your left side is harder for you. If anyone struggles, if you're right-handed and you struggle with your left side, my best advice to you is start on your left side. All right? Because eventually, your left side won't be your hard side anymore. Now, anyone left-handed? Any left-handed cutter? Yeah, it's always one freak, yeah. I'm only joking, sweetheart, don't worry. All right, kiss, kiss, we love Brussels, yeah. All right, so what I would then suggest to you, I would always suggest for you to start on your right side, because your right side will be harder for you. So if you start on your right side over and over, you'll get so used to it, it won't be hard for you anymore. All right? There's only one lefty out of the whole group. Wow, crazy.
Join.
Lefty or righty?
Sid, behind you. Behind you.
Another lefty. Oh, he's not even a barber, dude. He doesn't count. He doesn't count. Oh, actually, the cameraman is a lefty too. Where is he? Dan.
It's upstairs.
The funniest thing is I've known Dan. You know the guy who looks like he's got long hair with the video camera? He's one of my best mates, and I've worked with him for over 10 years. I just found out last week that he was left-handed. How crazy is that? Like, but Joanna, where's Joanna?
Here.
Yeah. We got some exciting news about some cool products coming out, don't we?
We have. I'm going to talk to you about that later.
I'm going to have to steal one, by the way.
No problem.
Yeah, there's one particular that I have to steal.
Okay, count still.
What's that?
I'm going to get count still.
Yeah, no. What is your favorite product, guys, from Captain Fawcett? What's your favorite product? So just to let you know, we got someone new from Captain Fawcett here. So he's kind of like a virgin to Captain Fawcett. Sorry, that didn't sound right. I apologize. He's new to the brand. What products would you recommend for him? What's your favorite product?
Salty.
Wait a minute. We'll start with Jerome.
Beer butter.
Beer butter. Oh.
Past project is that's when I start growing with that.
Yeah.
Two company first.
You have to, right? If you got a mustache, like a sexy mustache like you do, you gotta. Yeah. Does his wife like his mustache? Yeah. Oh, that's like sacrilege saying that. So beer butter. All right, Brussels. Muscles from Brussels. All right. What would you say is your favorite product? If you had to tell him, the conditioner. Okay, now wait a minute. Why? Yeah, it is. It's a sexy scent, isn't it?
And for the curly hair, if you leave it living, it's very fine your curls too.
Yeah.
So it's a multifunctional product.
Yeah, it's a great leave-in conditioner.
Yeah.
I mean, I use it a lot for styling hair and everything. It's absolutely brilliant.
Like a grooming thing too. If your customer wants something very light, I would just present it that this is fine.
That's a perfect answer. Anyone else want to recommend a product? Volumizer, yeah, we know barbers like white powder, right? Yeah, say that powder is the best. I mean, I have to say that powder is like the best on the market. When styling powder first came out, that was back in, I believe it was like 1999, and honestly, like, you know, especially for the women's styling and everything, then men incorporate it into their styling regimes. Styling powders, such like, but also the Captain Fawcett one. One, it also has a fragrance. There's not a lot of styling powders that actually contain a fragrance. And the thing is, it's like the attention, there we go. The attention to detail with the packaging design. I mean, I'm sorry, it's got a sample sticker, but you can see the barcode, right? Even the CF right there. I mean, it's just, it's amazing. And plus the size of it, you know. So, and then Chris, where would you use this then? On wet or dry hair? Right. You go, boy. All right. And Chris, he's got a shop down the street from here, right? Not too far. Yeah, perfect. All right. Anyone else anyone else want to say anything about a product recommendation for him?
Salt spray.
Well, who said that? Oh, what you like? Okay, tell us about the sea salt spray.
It's just so versatile. You can use it as a styling product, a cutting aid, from like Rob's hair, which is like your curls. You can scrunch it in, leave it. You can use it as like, I use it as like a base if I'm doing a pomp.
Yeah.
To blow dry in before you start doing that. It's just so versatile. You can use it for so many different things.
Amazing. Like, I use the sea salt spray. I mean, the sea salt spray is amazing. Like, I'll use it to say if I'm doing shaving, and you'll see, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, no glove, no love. I don't wear gloves during the shave. I'm gonna say it. And what I'll do is I'll use the sea salt spray, and I'll spray it on my left hand, and let it dry, and then I stretch the skin. Because my fingers have grip. So just say if you're in a busy barber shop, especially in the summertime, and your hands get a little sweaty, whatever, just put a little sea salt spray, you get better grip when you're using the machines as well. And also, just say if I want to work with beards, like...
This is where I learned in your opinion with the system.
Yeah, I showed you, right? I showed you, yeah. Yeah, he just did recently a shaving course with me, how long ago?
2 months ago.
2 months ago, yeah. You can also use this in beards, right? So for example, like, everyone here has an amazing beard. I mean, no, I wasn't looking at you. You can actually use the sea salt spray into the beards and everything as well, just to help thicken it up. Usually, if the guy looks like one of those gamer type of guys, you know, like a 40-year-old virgin, you know, like, you know what type of guy, right? They have them in Spain too, don't they? Yeah. See. So I would actually, I mean, those guys, to help thicken it, I would definitely use sea salt spray and sort of like the white cut you do on the beard. So, yeah. I know maybe some of you are experiencing me for the first time. I'm a bit crazy, just to pre-warn you, okay? So, but I want to make today a very special day for all of you. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to continue working the same thing, working this way here. I'm going to be transitioning into the vertical when I get to behind the ear. Then I'll be working with the vertical sections, going out. And then when I get to the curve, pulling it back. So what will happen is I'm still going to be working inside my fingers. But because I'm on the left side, remember my hand position. My thumb is going to point me in that right direction then. It's like hitchhiking. Always have your thumb point you in the right direction for graduation. I'm going to continue. Then you see, after I finish this section, I'm going to then working towards the temple area. Now, I'm going to actually just use my scissors, and I'll probably refine it with my trimmers and clippers afterwards. So I'm not going to give him an aggressive taper or anything like that. I still want him like more like a kind of like a very natural effect to it, and yeah, make him look like a sexy beast. Cool. I'm going to continue. Now, if you see here, I'm not going to be soaking the hair so much. I'm kind of working with it just like a little bit down here, but just making sure I have nice, even amount of tension. I will be moving him around, so I want to make sure everyone has their little, they can see a little bit here. Can you guys see? The non-barber guy, yeah. Thank you. You can stay. All right, so once again, guys, I'm going to continue. So I'm going to take one more section with a slight diagonal feeling here. Okay. The reason why is because that's going to drop out anyway. Now, right where it tends to drop out, by doing it slightly diagonal, will keep me a certain amount of weight behind, because he's got a bit of a, you see it, a tiny bit of a gap here behind his ear, where it's called the mastoid process bone. That's that big lump. These two big lumps here. So I want to try to, the reason why I'm taking diagonal sections here is with diagonal, you're still building up the weight. I want to build up weight there instead of layering it to remove the weight. You see what I mean? So that's the reason why. Oh. Can you do my focusing? You okay, dude? You still there? All right, awesome. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense and everything. So, hi, I like your tattoos. Very cool. What's your name? Hi, Lucy, I'm Sid. Very nice to meet you. You enjoying today? Okay. Yeah. I know, I came all the way from Nottingham. I had a 6-hour tattoo session on my head. And when you try and sleep with a freshly tattooed head, even the pillowcases, they were irritating me, so I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. It was horrible. Yeah, yesterday, yeah. So like when you saw me, I was wearing my knit cap. Yeah. Because I had sort of like cling film. Oh, really? Yeah, it's like you could do. But there's some type of product that I'm going to be using, today. So Richie, I have to steal one today. Because when you be talking about a new product, that would be perfect for me.
Okay, what product do you want?
Everyone just turns at me.
I just come into the kitchen.
Well, no, it's a big surprise.
Oh, that product.
It's a new, yeah.
Wow.
And then Brioni has to pull up my pant leg. I have a little surprise for you guys.
Doesn't go and remove your clothes, does it?
No, it's just sort of like it's just putting the pant leg up.
Partially.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm going to show you guys. Okay guys, so I will continue working with vertical sections now. Now you'll see that what happens is I will have a slight bit of over direction towards here. So my body position, I will be standing here, okay? The reason why, when I take my vertical sections, I pull out. If I come it this way, I'll have a natural over direction here. So that's why my body position is going to be here. There we go. Now, if you see now, I don't know if you noticed, I'm actually wetting the hair down more. Now, what happened was, so with graduation, I let the hair dry like on its own. The reason why, with graduation, it's the buildup of weight. So we're going to see the shape build up. That's why I didn't soak the sides down so much. If you see, I was like letting it dry natural, so I could see the way the graduation is building. Now, as I proceed to the vertical sections, which will be then layering, which is the removal of weight, hence why I went a little bit more with the water. All right? So that was the purpose behind it. Cool. Is everyone staying at the, Dragonfly? I was about to pull up the Dollar Tree. Is everyone staying at the Dragonfly? Yeah. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Did you guys have the breakfast this morning? Did you like it? Well, you know what? To be honest with you, that breakfast is a lot better than some places I've stayed.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But in America, we had something, I had food with my partner. We went to a place called Cracker Barrel. Has anyone ever been there? No? It's, oh my God, it's pure heaven. And it's like country craft type of place. And oh my God, it was just pure heaven. I had this like steak with this like shrimp and mashed potatoes and gravy, and oh, it was so good. And then, because I told him it was my first time, they gave us a free meal. It was so crazy. Yeah, it was great. It was a really good time. And then we have Chick-fil-A. As they went, oh, who loves Chick-fil-A?
I haven't had it. I want to try it.
You want it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's all right.
Yeah.
But it's like TikTok, because everyone's happy about
Yeah. And Raising Canes.
And what?
Raising Canes? Have you had that?
Raising Cane.
Raising Canes? Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
like,
You guys are more American than me. Raising Cane.
yeah, it's like really popular. Apparently so, anyway.
Who told you that? TikTok.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. This one place I went to, it was really cool. It was called Culliver's or something. And it was kind of like a healthy fast food place. And it was so cool. We went to order at the register, and there was like a big queue of people behind us. And I just said, the place was packed with employees, packed with people. I just said, oh, you have a lot of people working here. You know, she's typing me up, bringing my order. She goes like this. Yeah, we got 2 people over at the drive-thru. Then we have 2 people working this. Then she goes, oh, then we have 2 people here. Then, I mean, this is going on and on. And there's a whole queue of people waiting for their food behind me. And she's like, oh, we got people in the back. It was so nice. She was like so polite and friendly. And then like they gave us our food, like, oh, I hope you enjoy your food today. Oh my God, it was so awesome. It was so cool. But the food was actually really good. It was like, kind of like Chick-fil-A, but like nicer, if that makes sense. And that was lovely. So I've been really enjoying my American feeling there. So getting used to the American food and the American
Next
culture.
time I see you, I expect you to do 3 times the size.
No, I've been going to the gym, and I'm going to look like a sexy beast. I'm already getting my muscles, I'm getting cut.
I put on a lot of weight, and it's really difficult to eat well in the States unless you go to really posh restaurants, and then they're just mad money. I mean, you pay $120 for a steak.
Yeah.
But your general stuff is just. Everything's, I mean, we've all been to the States, but everything's sweet, even the bread's sweet. Everything's just like, you know.
Well, have you ever had Georgia's sweet tea?
I have.
Yeah, so basically it's like iced tea, but they put a whole bag, a kilo of sugar in it.
Oh.
I've seen them make it. It's scary. And like, you know, don't get me wrong, I like some sugar in my coffee or tea, and like, they like gave me this, and I was like, I thought I was gonna be sick. That's how sweet it is. It's like, but imagine a whole bag.
And they have it in like 2-pint containers.
It's crazy, yeah, honestly.
I remember we went to Disneyland and you buy a turkey leg, you know, so it's like, you know, it's like a bloody thing. It's like something you'd hit somebody over the head with. It's like a huge thing. You
So what did I say? I look good.
No, you look good. Like
Russell girl, I look good, right? See?
I think we should.
Oh, sharp. I said sharp.
I think we should do a weigh-in. We do a weigh-in now and then a weigh-in in 6 months' time. What do you think?
Oh, that's evil. Okay, that's evil.
I got the scales.
Okay, we got young people here. We have to be nice. You got scales? Okay, bring it on.
Okay.
All right.
Do a weigh.
You do a weigh and I do a weigh.
No, but you're going to America.
Yeah, but you can be here. We know you love ice cream, so
I
guys.
do.
So I've been on so many road trips. If you want to get in Richie's good side, all you got to do, of course, not just only bring chocolate, but
Coffee. Coffee is very important also for him.
No,
there's one thing he loves after a night of working. Ice cream. Oh yeah. So if you want to get in his good side, bring one of those like Magnum chocolate bar, ice cream bars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He goes crazy.
I've been going to visit Sid quite regularly recently in Nottingham, and after we've gone out for supper, we'll go to the local Tesco's to buy Magnums. The thing is, you can only buy them in packets of 3. So there's one for me, one for Sid. And we've started coming out of this particular Tesco's, and there's a tramp there who actually always sleeps literally outside the thing. So we've been giving him an ice cream, and he's really looks forward to it, doesn't he? He recognises it now. So it's 1, 2, and 1 for the tramp.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're giving to him in like I
Minus
said
3,
yeah,
not an ice cream.
I think he thinks we're taking this or something.
He's going to be a good friend.
But it's so weird. So like,
That's
especially
the power
when I
of
talk to my partner in the States, like she needs a translator because I talk in British, like you know, like when you say, "Oh, taking the piss," right? She doesn't understand what that means. Like it's really weird. Or like I called her a plunker the other day.
A plunker?
Yeah, she's like, what does that mean?
This
I'm like,
relationship's going very well.
oh yeah. I called her a wally. Yeah.
Call her a
Oh
what?
yeah, she loves me. A wally.
A wally.
Not a wallet. A wally.
A wally.
Well, I watched a box set of Only Fools and Horses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Talking about that, here,
Oh.
my wife was when she's trained at the Beeb and then went on to, would you mind passing that? Went on
Don't
to,
drop it. Don't drop it.
one of these sold recently for £5,000. It's a genuine bottle of Peckham. A genuine bottle of Peckham Spring Water, yeah. And it's years and years old now.
It's blown it down.
Pardon?
It's blown it down.
We'll have to have a look. Sorry, you're watching Fools and Horses, yeah.
Oh, which I watched a box set, and I think I picked up some of the slang there. So.
Did she enjoy that?
No, it was me.
Oh.
It was me. I love Only Fools and Horses. Okay, guys, you can kind of see, especially working with his actual color, you can actually kind of see the way the shape's developing and everything. So, visually, you'll see the shorter you go, the lighter it's going to be. Okay? So, really work with his natural sparkling highlights that God has given him. But also, one of the amazing things is we have this lovely shampoo that would literally kind of brighten his hair up. And it's a purple shampoo. Do we have it here somewhere? So I would actually recommend to use that on his beard and also washing his hair. The one thing is, I do not recommend using it because of the color pigment. Now what happens is with color, actual pigment can be, because it's alkaline, can be a little bit too drying for the hair. So if he uses it every day, his hair will go this beautiful shade of like purple or lavender. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Let me pass that around. It's perfect for you.
Yeah, I take it.
No, you don't take it.
I take it.
No, don't take it. You can use it. Don't take it. We need it.
I use it a lot of times because the putty is my styling, and the color from the putty is going in my hair.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's going a little bit more yellow, and then make this one a pink.
What you can actually do, if you really want, like say you don't have time to a shampoo purple, what you can do is you take the putty, and what you can do is take a drop of the shampoo, like a very small kind of, add water to it, mix the putty and that together, and stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I love it.
Yeah.
It's very nice product.
So that's with Alessandro Manfredini. So one of the things that we've done, we all know influencers have gone now. You pay them to wear one shirt, and then literally 3 weeks later they're wearing somebody else's shirt. But right from the very beginning, when we first bumped into Ricky Hall, he was kind of just about modelling. He was doing a little bit with Murdoch's. He was virtually he was getting more and more known. Bumped into him in the Brixton Ritzy, and we asked him if he'd come down and do our first ever film for Beardall. Then he said, well, can we maybe do a Beardall together? And that's how the whole Ricky Hall range came, because he wanted to smell like his father coming back from the club, obviously smelling of basically of beer and tobacco. So then I hit on this idea of working with collaborations, because if you collaborate with somebody, then they've got a vested interest in promoting the product, because they're going to get a certain amount of the percentage of the sales. So what we've done really is Alessandro Manfredini, very, very interesting guy. I mean, he's a really well-known and respected model. But he was living in Italy, and his house was destroyed in an earthquake, and he had no money. He didn't have certain areas you can't get insurance. So he was literally on the street. So I was working with Brock Elbank, and we did a whole series called Beard Season of well-known people or less well-known people, even with beards. And the exhibition was at Somerset House. And we found Alessandro, and he just looks absolutely brilliant. You were involved, weren't you, Aaron? You were one of the guys.
Yeah.
So we approached Alessandro and said, can you come? He said, you can't even afford the ticket. So we basically flew him over. And on the strength of that, he actually thanks Captain Fawcett for effectively saving his life, because as I said, by this time he was living on the streets, and on the back of that exhibition, he became a really well-known model. So we did a perfume with him, which has got the beetle on it, because the idea is that people say that in the event of a nuclear breakdown, exhaustion, whatever, the thing that would survive is the cockroach, is the beetle. So the beetle is really a symbol of being a survivor. And then we wanted to expand the range, because really interesting, when we've done products before, excuse me, it's my mum again.
Sorry.
When we've done products before, we've started with a product, beard moustache products or whatever, and then people said, oh, we really like the fragrance, and then it's moved into an eau de parfum. But Alessandro Manfredini, we did it round the other way. We actually did kind of a fig and olive fragrance perfume to start with. So it didn't really kick off quite so much because people hadn't got that familiarity with hair products. So then we decided we're going to do some shampoos with him, hence this particular one. I mean, he's known as a silver fox model. And we couldn't work with him for a time because having literally, discovered him, as it were, he's now been the model for the last 2 years for L'Oreal for hair products. So now, since then, he's finished and he's back with us, but he never forgets. So what I'm trying to say is it's a bit like having a customer or a client. You build up that relationship with them. It's incredibly close. So we worked obviously with Alessandro Manfredini, with Sid, with Ricky Hall, with John Petrucci, that appeals to the kind of rock kind of people like that. Then of course with Rufus Hound, and it's working with different people that appeal to different demographics. So that's why we have those different kind of ranges. So
It's kind of weird. I'm not a model though.
no.
I get a little self-conscious when I'm with the other guys.
Well, they're not all models. I mean, someone's an actor, one's a rock star.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, speaking of rock stars, when we were in, where were we? Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Yeah, I had a chance to actually cut John Petrucci's beard.
Yeah.
It's so funny because when they told me he was on tour there, and the funniest thing is like John is actually from the same area where I grew up in New York, and there's only about like a 5-year difference of age, and so we knew the same areas, the same nightclubs, the same people, blah blah blah, and it was like great. It was like talking to like a long lost. It was like you were there, like you heard the way we were talking to him. I was kind of like taking the piss out of him a little bit sometimes, and he was taking the piss out of me, and it's funny. So he told me I was going to trim his beard. And I was expecting, like when a big rock star tells you they want the beard trim, you're thinking, un poquito, right? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me. A very small, tiny bit. And so then I'm talking to him, like, give him a consultation, blah, blah. He's like, yeah. And his beard was like, I think it was really long.
Yeah,
It was really long. And he's like, yeah, I want it here. I was like, yeah, right. You want me to take that much off? He's like, yeah, because his beard gets caught in his guitar. I thought he was it was a joke, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And so I swear to God, talk about being nervous doing like a celebrity's beard, and I'm like, shaking. But yeah, so we took a good amount off. I probably could have sold that old beard hair in like little baggies outside the concert, But then it was funny. Then we went to the show that night, and we actually saw him perform.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, right? So like his music is not my type of music. I like a bit more, a bit different, you might say. And honestly, I can honestly say he is one of the best guitar players in the whole entire world. You know Eddie Van Halen? Yeah, whatever. I mean, he blows Eddie Van Halen out the door. And to watch John Petrucci play, and to actually see how his beard was slowly missing the guitar, getting caught. I mean, it was an amazing experience to be able to work with him.
Yeah, we went and saw the concert. It was like in a open-air Roman amphitheatre, wasn't it? It's still the old kind of concrete seats.
Yeah. I know. It was a really, really great experience. Guys, what I'm doing is I'm using a 4.5 millimeter or a 1.5 guard attachment comb just over here. He's got this bit of gray that wants to expand. So what I'm doing is I'm going in a downward motion to try to control the pearl-like texture. And then I'm just going up a little bit, just to kind of really just tame it down. Then I'll probably use the trimmer just to do a nice, tidy cleanup, okay? And then you'll see that I'm going to proceed to the opposite side, okay? Now you're probably wondering why I only do like almost like one side at a time. The reason why I have a tendency to just do it, especially because I do mostly demonstrations, just so you guys can see it twice. That's the real reason. So you guys can try and see it. So I don't do everything all in one go. So that's the reason why behind it. So, cool. How are we doing today, Richard? We're doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing well.
Not bad, right? Yeah. Do you feel a bit more relieved? Is everything going well?
Well, I've been really poorly. I went literally last Friday, not this Friday, the Friday before. I'm never ill. I just keep going. I'm getting older, but I just keep going. And I went home about 11:30, and I went to bed, and I didn't get up till 11 o'clock on the Sunday. I've been in bed nearly 48 hours. And I had that, we all have heard of man flu. I had that flu that's going around. And now you can hear a bit congested. This is just like a normal cold now. But I was absolutely out for the count. So I really appreciate, basically, as I said earlier, Brian and Sarah getting all this ready, because if it'd been left to me, we wouldn't be where we are now. So thanks. So I've been good. I had that serious motorcycle accident earlier in the year as well. So.
Thank God you're alive.
Yeah. And, but we'll start again now. We start travelling again. We've got Bulgaria Thursday, then Valencia the weekend after, and then we're going to be there with him. So Tian's going to be doing some education in Spain, and then I think we're off to the States.
You're excited?
Come on.
What's that?
Balance. Come on.
Come on.
Dis-lui.
Yes.
Si c'est possible qu'il vienne à Valence.
Come on.
Oui, à Valence.
Yeah, bueno.
Here we are. We're going to Spanish.
Oh, you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oui, je dis que si c'est possible qu'il vienne à faire un expo à Valence.
Sí, sí, sí.
So you'd like us to come. Us to come.
¿Quieres decir que venga?
S'il vous plaît.
Yeah.
Ask him if sexy is sit a sexy beast. Can you film her saying it?
Allora, su pregunta es, ¿piensas que Sid es un sexy beast?
No.
But what we do, we need to speak to Juan, because we are going to bring some education to
Es necesario hablar con Juan porque tenemos a España para hacer la educación.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we have an international education team, which is absolutely amazing.
That's what we're going to be rolling out a little bit later today.
Which is absolutely amazing to actually have such a roster of such talented educators and barbers from around the world. And
I'm honoured.
Yeah, I mean, really. For myself to be the team leader of it, it's such an honor for me, because I get to be inspired. I get to work with such amazing individuals. So it's.
But it's the same thing as I was talking about with the collaboration. It's actually about a collaboration, and to have really well-known barbers, leaders in their field, interested in working with Captain Fawcett is an absolute honour for us. Because then there's that kind of vested interest. Looking after each other. Whereas some brands, a barber might be with one brand for a time, and they might be with somebody else on a brand. And of course, it's not a problem to be effectively freelance. We all have to make our livings. But if you have a genuine allegiance, then that's really special. A bit like I was talking about this collaboration. The one I do with the Maharaja, with Viraj Singh, that just works so well.
I know. I think that's a beautiful thing of it. I mean, like I said, I've been with Captain Fawcett for 10 years now, and it's amazing to be able to have that trust in the brands and to fall more in love each day with the products, and the brand itself. I get so excited when I come here each time. I've been here this is like my second home here. And every time I come here, like, you see something different, see something new. I mean, and it's great for social media content, great for filming, you know. And we got amazing photographers and video guys right here as well. What do you think? There's Dan from Forecast Designs. So, yeah?
The left hand.
The left hand, yeah, left hand guy. Yeah. Good memory. She's one of your kind.
I'm left-handed.
Yeah, she's left-handed. So Dan also will be, I think he's going to be taking videos and pictures today as well. Dan has been my personal photographer, video guy for the last 10 years as well. And so, so if you are interested in doing video shoots or photo shoots or anything, please speak to him. We actually have a special discount for only the people here. So it's, you know, only the people that come here are entitled to it. It's a special, you know, a little bit more of like a nice giveaway to you guys. So yeah, so definitely speak to Dan afterwards. So, but Dan will be taking videos and pictures today. But please, guys, here, definitely really take use of like the museum. I mean, everywhere here is like so much content to create here. So I don't know how you work here every day, Richie.
Well, for me, it's really inspirational. It's a bit like being on set, you know, working in the movies. Everybody gets there at about 7:30, and you're due on set at 8 o'clock, and you're actually due on set with everything really ready to go. Now, the hair, the makeup people, they may well have even got there at, say, 5 or 5:30 in the morning. It's a really, really complicated kind of wig or setup or hair setup. And the actors will come on to the set. They will come on at 8 o'clock. And then they will effectively block through, so they won't necessarily be in costume, the hair may be slightly up or partly done. And in a film, you always shoot the wide first. You always shoot the wide, and then you go into the tight shots, as it were. So they will block out the scene. So they might spend half an hour working out exactly who's doing what. Obviously, they will have the script, and even the head technicians will have the script. Still got some of the scripts from the films that I've worked on, some of them are really quite valuable. But then what they will do is after they've blocked it through, then the artists will go back to hair and makeup and costume. It may be 2 hours before they've come on to set to actually shoot. But I've seen literally actors and actresses arriving. I've worked with Charlie Sheen, literally they come straight from a nightclub. They are hanging and ragged. I've seen like actresses like Catherine McCormack literally fall out of a car. They send them cars to make sure effectively they get to the set. They fall out of the car. They might be completely still stoned, and they'll go into that hair and makeup, and that is part of their transformation. And the costume is their transformation. And then they'll walk on to the set, which is all kind of ready. It's not lit yet, because they haven't put tags on it. And that is when they become totally immersed in what they're doing. So what I'm trying to say is this, to me, is like my film set. I come in, it's not an affectation, I come in and I'm immediately in character. And there are all those props, as it were, that will help an actor or actress to get into that part. And some actors, I mean, I worked on some of the early Poirots with David Suchet. If he's got his moustache on, he's talking French, he's talking Franglais. They will never drop that thing until they've taken that stuff off. It's a kind of a method way of acting when you are totally immersed in that thing. So even if the actor, he or she, doesn't actually say the lines as per the script, you know, let's face it, they're not automatons, they're being creative. They would say what he or she would say in that given situation because they are, at that point in time, that person. So, I don't need to tell you, but hair is so incredibly important about how somebody feels about themselves, how they present themselves. And again, it's then with the costume, and then again with the environment that they're in. So it's a very simple question, what does it feel like coming here to work? Well, for me, it's just immediately, I'm here. I'm here. So it's very, very important to me. It's very motivational. And if we ever were to get into financial trouble, and some kind of like high-powered business, because I'm not a businessman, I was a guy who waved a pole above my head. Some kind of high-powered business person came in to examine how the company was going and where you could make savings. They'd say, we don't need any of this. We don't need any of this. Well, I do. For me, it's absolutely crucial because it's my motivation. And if they were to take that away, they'd have to take me away.
James?
as well. Yeah.
It's not going to work. If you die, can I get the ointments and horses water?
Well, yeah, I have to probably speak to Christine, but I think we possibly could do, yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
Die.
I had to ask this. That's what we do in my family with my mom. Like all the things that we want in the flat.
Put your name on it.
You got to put your name on it. Yeah. My family's very weird. Yeah. Okay, guys. So right now I'm working at triangle-shaped layering. So just working from shorter in the back, going longer in the front, and just working over my fingers. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be taking sections. So instead of across this way, because what will happen is if I go across this way, I will have a tendency to keep a little bit too much weight. And so because he likes to brush his hair back, likes to brush his hair back, and also he was quite conscious about the heaviness from his outgrown style that he had.